You know, I don't know anything of this technical stuff. I just trap. And my son said, you know, we get asked the same questions every week. And the reason I don't see all these questions that come in is because I only watch it on TV. And I don't know how you listen to the comments on TV or read them. So anyway, he wants to put one day this summer, I sat down and answered a whole bunch of questions, and he wants to put that on somewhere on this video. So if you don't mind, we're going to answer some of the questions that we get asked every week. No, we do not have possums here, and we're in North Dakota. That's two that we get every week. So I don't know what he's going to put on there for sure, but it might answer some of your questions. So thanks for watching, and thumbs up. Well, I don't know. We're going to start another one. I don't know how long this will take because our line is in kind of a mess right now. We're running out of coyotes on a lot of it. But anyway, my son heard on the TV last night that we were the coldest place on earth here yesterday. I heard that one place north of us here, we're in North Dakota, but one place north of us was 62 below wind chill. Now, that's not fit for man or beast. So, but anyway, we just started checking now, and I see we got a little head sticking out of or something here. One of the few places that the mice aren't bugging them. It's so cold, I don't know if I can get them out. Oh yeah. A quarter mile from here, everything we catch the mice eat. So, I don't know. But they're not in here, I guess. So, one more little guy. I love that smell. So, until the next one, if there is another one.
Well, let's stay up here. I don't know if you got anything. None?
Why don't you give me that thing? I'll take it.
What do you got?
Mink. You know, I built two of these boxes a couple years ago, and I get it seems like I get one mink per year out of each box. I don't think it's worth it. Now that looks like a female to me, and there's been tracks here of a big male, so that's why we put this box here. But looks like he got in and pulled the pheasant head out and then got nailed. So, well, and somewhere on this video we're going to have I'm testing a pair of boots that I was sent, and so I thought, well, first we're going to try them before we say anything about them. And like yesterday, it was we see 21 below zero with a 37 mile an hour. With the wind, it was 37 below wind chill. And today it was only 8 below with no wind. So, but I'm trying these boots, and we'll say more about them later. But I'm giving them a test here. I'll just show you a little glimpse of them. A company sent them to me and wanted me to give them a try. So I'm going to give them a real try, not just put them on in the kitchen and say, yeah, they feel good. I thought they'd get stiff and hard or something when it's 35 below zero, but they didn't. So so far, that's what you get to see. And I really like this back end. So you can get your pants legs in there instead of wearing all the hair off your legs, hoping you can get your legs in there. So that's it for now. We're going to talk more about them later if we like them. So let's see. I got to hand him this camera, so I'm going to shut. I can see one thing. Those grooves got to be in deeper.
For the mink.
We'll see. I catch one mink a year out of each box, so I don't know. But I know there's been a mink going in and out of there. Of course, it snowed again this morning. It covered up his tracks, but we're going to give him that to play with. You know, it brings back one time. I don't trap many mink anymore because we don't have many. But years ago, I was trapping for the government. I was never a government trapper. I was trapping for the Fish and Wildlife Service. And there was this island out on in the water. And I often wondered what was out there. So I borrowed a little 12-foot boat and oared out there. It was about 3 acres, and I walked around it, and there was 24 dead duck hens laying by their nests. 24 of them I found. Some of them had 1 egg, some of them had 2, some of them didn't have any. They were just laying by the nest. They hadn't laid any eggs yet. The mink killed them that fast. So I set it up. First night I caught 2 male mink, big buggers. And I left the traps there for about a week, didn't catch anything else. So then I went back in another week, so it was about 2 weeks. Went back in there, I walked it again, and I flushed 16 hens off the nest, and they all had eggs. So, though I don't know how many ducks that those 2 buck mink annihilated, but they killed every hen that was trying to nest on that island. And once they were gone, no more problem. 16 hens were going to get off a brood of young ones. So I felt pretty good about that one. The pond's been below level.
There's a 8-inch spike in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's warm in here. That's where we had the weasel boxes.
Blow it in a little.
If it gets too bad, I'll give up a nail. Let's see. Right there, I think. I had it. Yeah. 7-incher. Well, let's go see if that is a coyote out there a half a mile or so.
Let's try to glass them 2 last snares. About a quarter mile to go, but the wind's coming up. Caught in this blizzard, coming across the field.
extra big clump of grass. I thought it was a coyote, but it's not. Wind's not supposed to blow today, just tomorrow. This is where we had the pickup stuck, and it took 2 tractors and a snowblower to get it out. Now it's all blowed in again. So I had to start walking from over here about a third of a mile into here to check these 2 snares. I got 1 coyote, and I think there's one over about a half a mile on the side of a hill too. We'll have to check that out later. So we got one here. I don't think he was here too long, but I don't know if he's caught around the neck or the hind end, so I ain't gonna pull him out and get bit again. So I think what we'll do is,
Oh, he's down in there.
yeah,
Oh, I see him.
he hasn't chewed any on the cable, but I think I'll just take care of him and we'll look at him afterwards. That's 6 inches long. Look at that. Yeah, that's got to be 6 inches long. That's we've only got to carry him about a third of a mile, so over there. And the other one, I think we're going to have to haul him farther than that. We should start carrying a sled along that we carried beaver on. So, man, that bugger's got a man. Holy smokes! That's here. Yeah, he's. Well, you said he was big, that one that we kicked out of here.
Yeah.
But I think there's another one down there a half a mile, so. Well, let's go till we find out. Okay. What made you want to trap? I don't know. It'd be my mother's cousin. He moved into a new farmstead. I must have been about 9, I'm saying. And we were out in his barn, he was milking cows. And he goes, I said, what's this? He said, it's a trap. It was here when I moved in. It was a number 3.5 new house. I wish I still had it. And he said, you can have it. I got no use for it. So my dad wasn't an outdoorsman. He was just a farmer and never owned a gun in his life, never owned a trap. And so my mother helped me. They said, let's catch something. So a badger dug a hole down the road. So we just went and she helped me set it. I think he had to show us how to set it. And we put it in a badger hole and I caught a badger. And I was hooked right then and there. So then I did almost all badger holes until I got another trap. And then I tried some gophers. And I trapped mostly badgers and skunks that were going to badger holes. And that's how I got started. And then I got a magazine, Fur, Fish, and Game. And I read that and learned a few things, and I'm pretty much self-taught. Let's see, and I want to know what kind of trap I got my finger in. It was a number 5, and that's a big trap. And they want to know why I kept the fox and coyotes alive on that one video. Well, we sold live fox to 7 southern states. They have pens that we sold to 160 to 1,000 acre pens that they would turn the fox loose in there and chase them with dogs 6 nights a week. And then when they needed new ones, because the fox got too smart, they would dig a hole and run down the hole. Then they'd have to have new ones. And it went on and on and on, but it was good money. Okay. What's my favorite animal to trap? Well, I like bobcats, but they're very rare here. I've caught them in the western part of the state. I'm in North Dakota, eastern North Dakota. They've got them in western North Dakota. I've trapped them there. I've trapped them in Texas. I've trapped them in Arizona. I've trapped them in Tennessee. Love trapping them. My favorite animal here is number one, fisher, and then coyotes. It used to be fox when we had a lot of fox and hardly any coyotes, but now it's the other way around. Mange killed the fox, now we got coyotes. And I like otters too. And I kind of enjoy beaver trapping too. I like everything. I just don't trap many muskrats or mink, but I used to snare a lot of mink when I trapped refuges, so I'm going to try to do some mink snaring this fall. I don't know if I can find what I'm looking for, but I still got a lot of mink snares. That was a learning curve, snaring mink, but I think I got like 34 of them in snares one year. My best year on, if I want to know what my best year was on everything. Well, the best 24-hour catch was 21 fox. I did that 3 times. 21 fox. Best beaver, I think, was 11 in one day. The best coyotes was 12 in one day. And I know my best day on skunks was over 20, but I never counted coons. Our coons die off about every 3 years, so they never get real thick here. Probably the most coon ever caught in a year was maybe 40. And you wanted to know how come I'm always stuck in the mud. Well, I watch a lot of trapping videos. I don't see anybody getting stuck in the mud like I do here. We got some real terrible gumbo here, and you can't get out of it when you get in it. It's hard to trap in. What was my best year on animals? 803 fox and coyote. But I trapped all year round for the government, for the game and fish, and for myself, and in the live fox market. So 803 predators, we'll call it. My best year on beaver, this is it. Best year I ever had on beaver was 78, but I was trapping other things. This year my son said you got to trap 80 beaver because you're 80. Well, we got to 80, and I'm sure I'm going to trap some maybe this week, maybe some more this fall, because I promised the guys I'd be in there this fall. But my favorite thing to trap right now is snaring coyotes. I love snaring coyotes. Let's see here. I wanted to know what animal he should start with. I said, if you're really new, muskrats and gophers, they can be a lot of fun, and you can learn a lot. How do I feel about woman trappers? Love it. I wish there was more of them. Do you make apparel out of your skins? No. I have a lot of things tanned, and some guys like to buy it from me. But I've never made a garment out of it. And then they ask, have you ever trapped in the South? Well, Tennessee, Arizona, and Texas. I would consider that the South. And then some more questions here. I'm going to start wearing a camera, see if we can't get better with this sound, and especially in the wind. I didn't even know YouTube existed. I knew nothing about it until my son told me about it, what his idea was. He's had some health issues. He goes, why don't you get YouTube and go on YouTube? And I go, what? Well, since he turned me on to it in the first part of March, I haven't even watched a television show. I just watch YouTube now. And do I have a lot of thieves in my area? In the 70s, it was kind of bad, but nothing anymore. I don't have anything stolen anymore. And what do you do with 80 beaver? You sell them. They make cowboy hats out of them. And that's about all the questions that they wrote down for me. So this is just a little video we put together, and we're gonna call that guy now and see if he wants us to come and trap those beaver yet. It's so far away though that I think I'm gonna have to charge him a little something to go get them, because they're just too far away. But when then somebody wanted to know what time I get up in the morning. Well, I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I get up at 4:30, and I get ready and I go to the park. I'm helping out at the park. They can't find anybody. And so then I drive out to the farm at 2 o'clock. So we get going about 3. And then I got to jump in the shower at 6:15 to be back in Fargo at, well, she likes me there by 7:30, so we can have supper and I can be back in bed at 9. So I don't have a lot of hours to trap. And so in the beginning I was skinning the beaver, but I don't even skin them anymore. It's the same price, skun or unscun, so why skin them? I've only got so much freezer room, so I got to sell every week. But, and then, well, I was going to talk some about those little deals that I lost 4 beaver on, but and then the last 2 traps we did set, we never got it on camera. I set them by myself. We were going to go back the next day and check them. They were both stolen. So, but we know who took them, and the last guy that tried to trap there, he stole his too. But we're going to get them back. So, but I haven't had anything stole since the 60s or 70s rather. So that's it for now, and please hit that button, you know, subscribe and like. Thank you.
Boy. Oh, we went in the wrong spot. She did.
Well,
huh?
It's one of the nephew's birds that everybody hunts and got away, and
More bait.
yeah, I didn't want to kill a hen pheasant, but I think they're legal year round on the preserve, so doggone it. First bird I've ever snared in a mink snare. So there's a first for everything. We're pulling this weasel box today. It was kind of set for a mink. The mink must have moved on. What you got there? A big one?
It's real small.
Holy. Good grief. They shouldn't be that size this time of year. Like the mice ate everything but him. Well, that's it for now. We're out of here. I think we've caught like 8 or 9 weasels in this culvert, so we probably got them wiped out on this end of the mile here, so they'll have to move back in for next year. So, and have lots of little ones. So I think that's it for today. The wind is supposed to blow really strong, and it's still cold out. It's supposed to be up to, I don't know, like 3 above today, but with a 35-mile-an-hour wind, that doesn't do much. So, all right, until well, the tall ones are about 5.5 to 6 inches. So that's a pretty good Yodi there. I'm going to have to put that one on the wall, I guess. I just love that big mane on them, you know. I don't know if the fur trade likes it, but I like it, so it doesn't matter. So I think we're probably gonna end this video. I don't know what to do. They're starting to move a little bit, but we should really move our line, but we got to stay where we're at to protect the deer. So this one here, it's getting so hard to get in there, we got to walk in, unless we take the snowmobile, but it's quite a ways from home. So anyway, it's just it's just, I don't care how you look at it, it's a beautiful coyote. And about a half a mile from where I caught this, 2 years ago, a guy got a hold of me and said that coyotes had killed a little calf over there and they were eating on it. So I had to go over there and help him out with that deal. But anyway, we always get people leaving comments that their coyotes are a lot bigger than ours. And I know west of here, a little bit north of here, they're a little bigger, but ours aren't all tiny either, so they're big enough to haul around. So, all right, thank you. Well, we've worn these things for a few days now, and this company said that they were going to send us these and want us to try them. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it, so I'm not going to ruin it. And you guys can Google and find out all the places they are for sale if you're interested. The name brand ones I've been wearing, they've been cracking across here. I can't even get a year out of them. And of course I didn't save the receipt the last 2 years, the last 2 pair I bought. And I was ready for a new brand. And so I'm glad these came along. We tried them through that cold weather. They never got hard. They never got stiff. They're lightweight. And I like this expansion thing in the back. You can get your pants inside now. Otherwise, the other ones, you had to have stovepipe pants to get them on. And then this here is real aggressive for pulling them off when you take them off. I really like that. So anyway, they stood up in the cold weather. My feet didn't get cold. And that's all we know about them now is I like them so far. And we're going to continue to use them. So if you're interested, there it is. And they're a lot lighter weight than I thought they were going to be. So give them a try.